Here we have a problem on solving exponential equation. So there is an exponential equation given over here, and we have to find the value of x in this an exponential equation. Okay, in this exponential equation, we have two unknown constants p and q, and we have the values of these two unknown constants in the question itself. That is p equals to 6 and q equals to 13. Okay, our first work is we have to plug in the values given for the unknown constants p and q. Okay, let me plug in. Then I'm getting 8 to the power of x positive. So for this p, I have to plug in 6. Then I'm getting 8 to the power of x positive 6 times 4 to the power of 2x negative. For this q, I have to plug in 13 equals to 16 to the power of x positive 1. Okay, now the given exponential equation is complete because there is no unknown constant. Okay, now we have to solve for x in this an exponential equation. Okay, whenever I want to solve for a variable in an exponential equation, what I need to do is I have to get the same base on both sides of the equation. So because actually we call this one as an exponential equation, the reason is we have variable at the exponent. Okay, I said that to solve for a variable in an exponential equation, we have to get the same base. Once we get the same base on both sides of the equation, we can equate the exponents and we can solve for the variable x. Okay, so let me look at the base over here. It's 8, it's 4, it's 16. So all these three bases are the powers of 2 because 8 can be written as 2 cube, 4 can be written as 2 square, and this 16 on the right side can be written as 2 to the 4th power. Okay, now first let me write this 8 as power of 2, that is 2 to the 3rd power, whole to the power of x positive 6 times this 4, this base 4 can be written as 2 square, whole to the power of 2x negative 13. On the right side, the base 16 can be written as 2 to the 4th power, whole to the power of x positive 1. Okay, here we have base 2 and the exponent 3, and for this complete stuff we have the exponent x positive 6. So whenever we have two exponents like this, we can multiply the two exponents according to the power of a power rule in exponents. So then I'm getting 2 to the power of, when I multiply these two exponents, I'm getting 3 times x positive 6 times 2 to the power of 2 times 2x negative 13. On the right side also the same thing, that is we can write this base 2 and we can multiply these two exponents, that is 4 times x positive 1. Okay, here I multiply two terms with the same base. Whenever I multiply two terms with the same base, what I can do is I can take the base ones and I can add the exponents. This is a product rule of exponents. So I'm just going to add the exponent. That is 3 times x positive 6 positive 2 times 2x negative 13 equals to 2 to the power of 4 times x positive 1. Okay, here two terms are equal with the same base. So whenever two terms are equal to the same base, what we can do is we can equate the exponents. So when I equate the exponents, I am getting 3 times x positive 6 positive 2 times 2x negative 13 equals to 4 times x positive 1. I just equated the exponents because we got the same base on both sides of the equation. Okay, now we have to solve for x in this equation. Okay, for that we have to simplify the expression on the left side over here. So for that, let me distribute this 3 to x and positive 6. When I do so, 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times positive 6 is positive 18, and 2 times 2x is 4x, and 2 times negative 13 is negative 26. And here we can distribute this 4 to x and positive 1. I'm getting 4x positive 4. Okay, now let's combine the like terms over here on the left side. When I combine this 3x and 4x, I'm getting 7x. When I combine this positive 18 and negative 26, I am getting negative 8 equals to 4x positive 4. Okay, so here we are trying to solve for the variable x, but the variable x appears on both sides of the equation. So whenever I'm trying to solve for a variable in an equation, so the variable has to appear on only one side of the equation. But here it appears on both sides. So we have to get rid of the variable either on the left side or on the right side. Okay, let me get rid of the variable term on the right side. So to get rid of this 4x, I have to subtract 4x from both sides. When I do so, this positive 4x, negative 4x will cancel out. So when I combine this 7x, negative 4x, it will become 3x, negative 8 equals to positive 4. Okay, now let me add 8 to both sides to get rid of this negative 8. So this negative 8 positive 8 will cancel. I'm getting 3x equals to 12. And to solve for x, I have to divide both sides by 3. So to get rid of this 3. So when I divide both sides by 3, this 3 will cancel. I'm getting x equals to, when I divide 12 by 3, I'm getting 4. I have solved for x in the given exponential equation. So the value of x is 4.